Hey everybody,
Hey y'all!
I'm Gerald,
I'm Latasha.
and we are Two Hearts as One.
Today we are talking about our Vegas recap. What was going on in our Las Vegas trip, the things we liked, things we didn't like, the restaurants we tried, the food, the heat, all kinds of things. So we're going to go through each thing, discuss it, and so you can get our viewpoint on the things that we liked and what we didn't like.
All right, so we will show you and also talk a little bit about it after our quick intro. Hey y'all, so the very first topic I want to talk about, or us together, is the hotel stay. So we stayed at Planet Hollywood, and it actually was my very first time in Vegas, period. Tasha got us the hotel and booked this trip overall so that we can both celebrate our birthdays. I had turned recently 40 last year, and due to the COVID and pandemic situation, we all had to stay in the house, right? I couldn't do anything. And she's gonna be turning the big 4 this year as well. So we felt like we wanted to celebrate our birthdays early, right before our big wedding. So Planet Hollywood, babe, what did you think about the overall hotel? Because I know that was your first time staying.
Yes, this was my first time in Vegas, but Planet Hollywood, I really love Planet Hollywood. Planet Hollywood was nice. The room was nice, the decor, the bed was comfortable. The bathroom was big enough. They have great lighting in the mirror. That's important, ladies. You gotta have great lighting in the bathroom. And also, they gave you an option of going to the front desk, doing the check-in, or you can use the kiosk. And it was crowded in there, but it wasn't too crowded. And they had all kinds of, the pool area. They had the little grocery. They had a couple of grocery stores in there, and then they had little restaurants in there and different places to eat. And so overall, I would definitely stay there again because it's connected to a mall too. And also, I would definitely stay there again. And then, even the front desk people were very nice. Everybody was very friendly. You call them, you need extra towels or rags, they'll bring it up. So yeah, I would definitely stay there again. And the casino was nice. Overall, it was a great experience. It was definitely worth the money.
Yeah, so my view on it is I've never stayed at a Planet Hollywood hotel, period. So that was my first experience staying at a hotel in Vegas, and it's Planet Hollywood as well. So I was excited about the overall experience, and did watch a few YouTube other channels to kind of prep and prepare me for what I was going to experience overall. And it definitely looked exactly the same. So we stayed in the hip room, which I guess the hip room is their
hip hop room, I guess.
Is it their basic room?
But it's modernized with the paintings and
right.
I guess.
So they have other levels of rooms that you can choose from, like suites and of that nature. But yeah, overall, I had a good time. Had no complaints about the room. We definitely do our thorough check, and also just keep in mind, y'all, we went during, well, really it was starting to be the post-pandemic.
Yeah.
Even though we're still in that, the pandemic and COVID is still alive. Is of course the numbers have dropped. So Vegas was much more open, but there were some things that still were not, and we'll talk a little bit about that. But that was my experience overall with the hotel, Planet Hollywood. Probably the next time we go back, we'll probably try a different hotel just to see what our experience is in other hotels.
But also, I need to mention the swimming pool area. The swimming pool was nice. They had two swimming pools. One was what was it, 21 and up on one side with a DJ, and the other pool area was open to everybody. But if you were looking to lounge in a chair, anything outside and by the pool, you have to either rent a cabana or rent something, because their lounge area is not right next to the swimming pool, which you're used to, that you could bring something with you. You could sit it on the lounge chair and then you can swim when you still watch your stuff. You will have to put it at the edge of the pool because their lounge chair is in like a separate space. You won't be able to swim and watch your stuff. You either have to do either or. Yeah, that's the only downfall that I didn't like about the swimming pool. You either have to rent a cabana or rent a certain space so you can, put your stuff down. Otherwise, somebody will have to watch it in the lounge area and then by the pool, or you can just keep it at the edge of the pool. You still run the risk of somebody getting it or it falling in the swimming pool. So that's the only thing I didn't really care about my Planet Hollywood. Everything else was good, and the lounge chairs was nice. Just that they just weren't close to the pool.
So just to piggyback off of what she said, some other accommodations that they had or amenities that they have in the pool area is they did have a cafe area where you can get refreshments. They served us. They're serving Dole Whip, and also pineapple. Where they had Dole Whip inside the pineapple. You can add liquor, or no liquor. If you don't drink, they can make, version or liquor drinks as well. And then, like she said, you can rent the cabanas. I don't know what the price was. I can't remember what it was, honestly, you guys, because it wasn't a regular price. They did not have the flow rider on, which I was a little disappointed by that, but I know they had reasons probably based on COVID, but hopefully they'll be opening that back up pretty soon. And you don't have to worry about bringing your towel, because they have towels that they supply there at the hotel. But overall, like she mentioned to you, there's two different sides. There's a side that's under 21, and then there's a side that's over 21, so no kids can go on that side. But all the lounge chairs, there's lounge chairs around. You just gotta either go real early or probably go later in the evening when people may, already be out and about doing something else.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. So let's talk about weather, okay? And I checked before I went down to Vegas the temperature, and y'all, the temperature was always in 100 or more, 100 plus degrees. So we every day had to experience the dry heat, because it's dry heat when you're in Vegas because of the desert and the desert mountain areas. So there's no humidity. That's the only thing that was saving us, but it was still over 100. And they told us that they can get up to 130 degrees, which is bananas, for somebody coming from the East Coast, living up north for myself, and then also still now in the South area of Georgia, right? But it's still hot. It was 100 or something. But anyway, you got to dress for the weather. So don't come, for 100 degrees, don't come down and make your full attire jeans. I mean, you're going to have to wear some shorts or some less clothes, something that's going to keep you cool.
Swim trunks, bathing suits, bikinis, less clothes as possible, because you're going to burn out.
And the other thing to keep in mind, depending on your itinerary
Yeah.
and what you form it to be, you want to make sure that, like, say for instance, if you're a club, goer, date, party doer, make sure you check their attire,
Yeah.
right? Because I've heard that if you don't have certain attire,
Yeah.
you will be turned away. So make sure you pack the right attire so that you don't have to spend so much money in Vegas buying stuff that you could have bought cheaper back where you lived. As far as the weather goes, they said we've had several Lyft riders say that it gets cool in Vegas during a certain time frame of the day, but we must have missed it because we might have been asleep. I didn't feel
I
the cool
didn't feel the
breeze or
coolness.
nothing, but
Even when the sun went down, it
yeah,
was still hot.
yeah. But we made it, y'all. You got to stay hydrated.
Yes, we kept drinking water.
And with the sunscreen, right?
And then we'll come back to our room and maybe lay down for a little while.
Yeah, take breaks.
Yeah, take breaks, and then refresh and then head back out. To do nightly activities, whatever else we wanted to do.
Okay.
All right, now we're going to talk about the restaurants and the food in Vegas. We ate a lot of places. We ate at a restaurant called Flight, which is really good. We ate at what's the hell's kitchen guy's name?
Gordon Ramsay.
We're at Gordon Ramsay's burger place. That was good. And then at our Planet Hollywood we stayed at, they had restaurants inside at the 1 Mile Mall. So we ate, we tried to do a little bit of everything, try out different restaurants. And I must say, we had some really good food. Then of course, there's also a Starbucks, y'all. And there's 2 Starbucks in Planet Hollywood. So, for breakfast time, we ate a couple of Starbucks stuff too. But overall, food is great. Oh, we ate a Pin-Up Pizza, which is outside of Planet Hollywood, right up there. That was really good pizza. What else do we have, baby?
So she mentioned a couple of things, you guys, about food. Because Vegas is known for buffets, food, different type of restaurants. I'll just tell you, again, it was my first time in Vegas. I didn't know what to expect. I'm in my 40s now, early 40s. So I never went to Vegas before in my life, and so we will be going back, because there's still more that I didn't get to see or we didn't get to see. But the buffets were not fully, open just yet. There may have been only a small handful. We saw one when we went over to Circus Hotel. And then Tasha was mentioning about the seafood one that was kind of expensive, but we didn't get to go do that. So I do want to experience, because I do like buffets, going back the next time, and hopefully everything is back in order. But we went to, at our hotel, the hotel our hotel did not have the buffet open. No. Which, hey, you win some, you lose some, but they usually have one. They have PF Chang's. We ate at PF Chang's. And we ate at Gordon Ramsay burger spot, which is pretty good. And I'm gonna try to put some quick shots of the videos in air as we talk about them so that you can see.
We ate at what's it one? The Mexican, that was in the hotel. Italian, was it Mexican? Yeah. I think we ate breakfast there.
Yeah, La Casa Cantina, something like that. But yeah, we ate, is it bar? One bar?
One main bar. We ate there a few times.
We'll put the name down.
Yeah, if we mess up the name, sorry.
So it's okay. We apologize. But anyway, so we ate, like she said, Flights one time. We ate the Mexican Cantina place. We ate at Gordon Ramsay, as we mentioned. She mentioned pinup pieces. I got her that late after we went out, and the pizza was really good. I didn't get to really enjoy it because I would say one caveat about the hotel hit room is that they didn't have a microwave, and I think it would have added on a even better experience that we already had. But so we still ate the pizza and stuff, and then we went to the Peppermint Mill,
Palace.
Palace, which is to me was a place my aunt recommended that we go, but it was kind of like a diner, and so we had some of their food there, which was pretty good.
So another thing I did was I went on and looked at other YouTube videos to find out different breakfast spots, places to eat. So they have great deals there. So I took a list, wrote down a list of where great places to eat for breakfast that wasn't so expensive. And so me and him tried to eat at a couple of those places, which a lot of them was in our hotel Planet Hollywood too. So I tried to research, because food down here can be expensive.
Yeah, she had one special restaurant again. It's the one bar. I can't think of the name of it. We'll post it there. Where they serve 3 for $10 drinks.
Yes.
And
Flight did that too as well.
And with Flight, you get 3 of the entrees that you order, or 3 of the drinks that you order. But yeah, that was a good thing that they were pretty reasonable. And again, that Flights was in the Miracle 1 Mile Mall. That's around Planet Hollywood.
Yes, connected.
And the Zappos Theater, where they have a lot of their big events too.
And there's also a Taco Bell by us and a Chick-fil-A right by us. Is there any other restaurants around there?
They had some more restaurants, you guys. But I know Buffalo Wings are there. And then we also, I'm trying to think, did we eat somewhere else?
We went to the little gelato ice cream. There's a bunch of those long ice cream spots.
Yeah, but yeah, so much offering of food, guys. They got the normal chains. They got some of the Hell's Kitchen is there. Like I said, there's things that we didn't get to really journey and do because you need more than 7 days, or 5 days, I should say, to actually experience that. All right, y'all. So now let's talk about transportation. However you guys commute in Vegas ultimately is your decision, but how we did it, we decided to use Lyft and Uber. So we didn't rent a car on this trip. I don't know, we might think about the next trip, I'm not sure. But for us, it worked out pretty well because we had to get around to the different hotels, the different shows that we selected, and we chose to use Lyft. And so I'll say from a pricing range, with it being Vegas, the Lyft amounts were a little fluctuated, but it wasn't too bad, just depending on the time of the day. And then you have those options where you can wait a little longer, and then it offers you a better deal. But we had several, I'll say we had some unique drivers pick us up from all nationalities, you guys. So we got the best of all worlds. And you can tell some of them were doing both Uber and Lyft, but they were used to it, right? Because as you think about Vegas, you think about people getting around on this Vegas Strip, right? New Vegas and then Old Vegas, which we didn't get an opportunity to go to Old Vegas, you guys, but we will next time. They need rides, right? And then people getting drunk because there is, you're able to drink and walk around, and you're able to do other things like smoking, okay? And so when I say smoking, right, that encompass cigarettes, cigars, marijuana, because marijuana is definitely legal. So you're able to do that. if that's what you guys choose to do. But yeah, from the transportation, we actually flew out of CVG, which is in Cincinnati, Ohio, which my family's there, and where we took the kids, where we flew down there directly to Vegas, and then we ended up getting a charter bus that
a shuttle, AirTran, and I booked it for departure and coming and going. Word of advice: just get the shuttle from the airport to the hotel, and get your Uber or Lyft from when you get ready to leave. Because I had booked both, and find out that if you're not at the exact spot when the tram comes to pick you up when you get ready to leave, there's no way to contact them for them to come back. So we just learned that lesson, and that was $30 that went down the drain. But we learned that lesson just to get your Uber and Lyft when you're leaving wherever hotel you're staying to get back to the airport. So you won't be wasting time. But for most part, it was like, was it $30? $30 for the AirTran shuttle, airport shuttle. So yeah, definitely should check into that. Or you can do Uber and Lyft too.
Yeah, or again, they have other forms of transportation like taxis, so that you can get you a taxi. You can rent you a limo. You get your black card. There's other different options depending on what you're there for to do for Vegas. It was just me and Tasha this time. There really was no need to get anything bigger, but it definitely worked out. And then they also have the tram that goes around through the hotels. Or monorail. It's kind of like at the airport. You pay so much, I think it might have been $11 or maybe even a little bit more than that. But it was for like 24 hours, and you can go through each hotel, and if you're staying on the Vegas Strip, that is, to check everything out. All right. Would I do Lyft and Uber again? I probably would.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. So now let's talk about attractions, the different things to do that we did there in Vegas. And then we'll give a quick review of it, right? So the one thing that comes first to mind is David Copperfield. Okay, so we booked some tickets to David Copperfield, and I'll just first and foremost say that, again, everything is still not open in Vegas. Actually, it'll probably be opening up here in July and then August and then so forth, because that's where we saw the scheduled events for multiple artists and their residencies there in Vegas coming. So we didn't get the luck of it all to see some of them, unfortunately, but we got to do some of the local shows as well. But yeah, David Copperfield. David Copperfield has been around for a long time. I remember seeing him in my childhood growing up, doing magic tricks, illusions and stuff. And he didn't disappoint me with the show. I think the show that we went to is definitely a great show to bring the kids. The storyline, and I won't give it away, was around him and his childhood with his best friend being a T-Rex, and his father was a part of that, and he just talks about those experiences. And then there's some different tricks within that show. Again, I'm not gonna give everything away because I want you guys to go and see it, but overall, what I see at that show, again, no, I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah, one time
is good enough for you to go see, unless you really like to just go ahead and join. But I don't know what else you would add, honey, to that.
That pretty much it. I don't think I've ever seen a magic show, so I don't have nothing to compare it to. But it was enough to say, okay, I've seen them. Because I really wanted to see Chris Angel, but he didn't come until later on in the year. So, I said, we're going to go, we Vegas, I'm going to see one magic show. And so I said, okay, we'll see the original. We'll see him. And it was good. So it was good. Definitely check him out.
Okay. So what's something else that we did?
Oh, I got him tickets, y'all, to go see a topless burlesque. Yeah, I know. But I mean, hey, we're gonna do Vegas. Why not get the whole experience? So yeah, so I got tickets for him to see that, and they did their thing. Like they really did a good job. Everybody was coordinated. Each one had their own little set that they did, and it was great. So how did you like the topless burlesque show?
Oh yeah, I like the show. I mean, it reminded me of some of those movies that you would see. That what's one like the Christina Aguilera and Cher one. The Moulin Rouge,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But then for a gentleman such as myself that's been to several adult entertainment venues, if you're looking and going in there to think that you're going to see that type of exposures, please don't hype yourself. You'll get disappointed. They put on acts for you, right? It's a burlesque. If you don't know what burlesque means, look it up, Google it. But they only are topless, right? So you ain't seeing nothing else other than topless boobage.
And you ain't touching nothing.
And you can't touch either. Mm-hmm. They do ask for audience participation on certain things, and they had a comedian. Mm-hmm. She was pretty funny. That's been doing that residency for a while. Mm-hmm. But there are other burlesque shows in Las Vegas to check out. Yeah. So maybe next time I'll check out another one.
Yeah.
So yeah, thanks, babe, for
you're welcome.
For offering that. But yeah, I think she wanted to see too, though. Anyway,
I've seen it already. Okay, I wanted him to get the experience. Me and my homegirls went the last time, so I wanted him to experience, Vegas a little bit. But we didn't, I guess we didn't walk around because I told him that you'll see people with looking like Michael Jackson, and you'll see people looking like other celebrities. But I guess it was so hot that I didn't really see.
And maybe COVID was another reason why there wasn't that many people soliciting or handing out cards like I've heard other people do. Mm-hmm. Now they did have the showgirls, the girls wearing feathers, walking around. Maybe that's the thing. Y'all tell me, leave a comment below, let us know your experiences. But we also went to I always butcher his name, but it's Madame Tussauds probably, Wax Museum, and the 4D Marvel Experience. And I've only been to actually one other wax exhibit, which is when we went to Pigeon 4. I've never been to no other ones. And so
the Ripley's, right?
That one was Ripley's. Yep. So here they didn't have as many, I don't think, wax figures as the Ripley's did there in Pigeon 4. However, I think the way they crafted the different artists really look like them. Yeah. It was really on point. Yeah. So it's definitely a go-to, a must-see when you come to Vegas. It's a part of the Venetian Hotel. And the 4D Marvel experience was, I liked it there. Yeah, I did. I liked that. It was pretty good. Because sometimes not all 4Ds you watch are good. Some might be very corny. Yeah. But I did like the story plot and then where they was going with that. So it truthfully is a must. So that's Madame Tussauds and
what's the other one? The other one we keep butchering the name about the dolphin exhibit. And
so we went and saw Siegfried and Roy. Yeah. Dolphin exhibit. And it wasn't in the Secret Garden. I think that's what it was. Yeah. And that was a good experience as well. If you're not familiar with Siegfried and Roy, they're two gentlemen, life partners. They're no longer with us, but they were known for their different acts with tigers and things, kind of like circus in a way, but they were kind of like magical type things too as well. But anyway, they were animal lovers, and they have a garden, which is kind of like a small zoo, where you were able to see the tigers and lions and leopards. So the different cats, but also dolphins.
Yeah.
So it's like a small zoo. It was hot outside again, mind you. So, but there's an area in that dolphin exhibit where you can go underneath and actually see the dolphins there.
And cool down a little bit.
And cool down there. So that was something to bring the kids out. If you're into it, you can also get annual passes there. But
well, what casino was that on that? Plazio or Venetian? Which one was that on that?
That might have been Palazzo.
Okay.
Or Mirage. Wait.
Oh, was it Mirage? We'll let you know.
I think it's Mirage. And so we'll leave that comment down there as well.
And there's also a cafe that had that too. You know, the cool off. Also by the dolphin exhibit, there was a cafe where you can eat. Yeah, little snacks.
Yeah, every hotel had a place to eat. Every hotel had a mall through it. You guys.
Oh yeah.
So that was that, and then we also, while we were there, we went through to the mods, and that was in Palazzo, which is connected to Venetian. That's the Museum of Dream Space. And that was something pretty interesting, you guys, where there were 6 or 7 rooms where you're able to go into each individual room that gives off this artistic, abstract, kind of
4D, kind of like
4D color, different colors, different mods. You know, like you're dreaming in a way. So did that. I thought it would be more rooms to go through. I will say that. So that if you're going there expecting to have a lot and see a lot, lower those expectations. But I know that the admission we pay for is to help it to continue to be open. So we went there, and then we ended up we went to Circus Hotel to see a circus act. So at the Circus Hotel is truly what it is. There's a couple I've seen now. There's actually more than just one Circus Hotel. There's one in Reno.
Oh, okay.
But it's based around a hotel that's built as a circus carnival. So the kids can go there. There's still a casino in there as well. But we saw some tightrope walkers. I think they're a family, and that was a pretty good experience as well, because I haven't been to the circus
and
in live in a minute.
They jumped on the trapezes and flipped around and stuff. So they did a good job.
I said tightrope. Really, it's not the tightrope. It's like you said, the trapeze. Yeah.
And they had a good restaurant. I saw Popeyes in there, Krispy Kreme. Pizza Hut, Dairy Queen, you know that, and then of course it's built like a fair, so they had all the fair games and everything. Some fair foods in there.
So they have acts every hour, just so you guys know. There's different acts that they go through. We didn't unfortunately get to stay through all acts. We just saw one, and then we wanted to go to our next destination. We also went and observed the Bellagio water fountains. They're known for, that plays different music, like I think Celine Dion. Thank you, babe.
Look at Bruno Mars. I think
they have Bruno Mars there too. There's a schedule with that as well. But the show itself of the water fountain is very spectacular. This is definitely very calming. I enjoyed it, and then I also got some coolness from the pool once it stopped doing it. So it's a good thing for you and your loved ones to be out there to witness.
Yeah, we did it at nighttime when the sun went down. So it was cool for him to see the fountains and stuff. I've seen them already, but
we also, you guys went to another 4D show at the Excalibur, and so that hotel was pretty cool as well, because it's made as, if you know what Excalibur is, that's the sword that's actually in the stone, that what is
made.
Help me out, y'all. Who pulled the Excalibur out of the stone?
And then made him into
Yeah.
a knight.
Yeah.
I don't
Or even the king. He might even been the
King?
king as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah, he came king. I don't forget.
Sir, well, I want to say Sir Mix-a-Lot, y'all.
No, it's
Oh goodness, Sir Lancelot. Maybe.
yeah, that's it. Sir Lancelot.
So we went there. We saw Journey, which was with The Rock, and I can't forget the other. I actually never saw that movie anymore. I want to actually go back and see. And that was actually Journey 2. So we saw that in 3D, 4D, and also the Lego movie. We saw the little Lego movie, but they also have a Superman and then another one.
We were going to see the Superman, but we had to hurry up and leave. We had another event we was trying to catch, so we didn't see the Superman one. But the Lego one was pretty cool too. You got kids.
Yeah.
I think
it's really good. I like to do 4D stuff because it's just I just find it interesting. Because when you have the 4D, that's where you get the little thing popping out your seat and hitting you in the back. Little
water squirting on
piece
you.
of plastic, which y'all, that thing when it start blowing on there, it's cutting up your back of your leg and stuff. Water squirting on your face, like she said.
Yeah.
So to get that full effect of watching that show, we had that experience as well at the thrill ride. In our cruise one time, and also at Pigeon Forward when we went to that one. So we've had our fair share doing some 3D, 4D films. And the reason why we had to rush to our next one is because we went over to the New York,
Casino
and rode that roller coaster.
Big Apple roller coaster.
Big Apple, y'all. How many of y'all rolled that on that? It's a big, but it's a big roller coaster. I'm not gonna take away from it. I would say y'all give it a try.
Yeah.
It's definitely something to do, and it's definitely like one of the biggest ones there. I know the Stratosphere has some couple rides on the top of this hotel, but we didn't get a chance to do it this time. But anyway, we can talk about New York, because I know she wants to talk about the Big Apple. So what you want to share?
I think that it may be for younger people, because we like roller coasters and stuff. So we got on the ride, but it's metal. So okay, you gotta, I guess I have my expectations high. It ain't at a music park, it's at a hotel. So it's less cushiony, it's metal. So now the roller coaster was great. You did your loops and twists and turns and flips and all that stuff. But as far as like the support, when you're in the seat, and like if you're, some roller coaster dip, so that means your body's going up and then you go down, you go bam, you hit your body's hitting the seat, when you get back in, and then it's slinging you from side to side. Basically, I got whiplash, I got backlash, and everything else. But the roller coaster went good, but because of all of us shaking and all that stuff, I just didn't enjoy it at all. I said I want to do it again. But hey, if you want, I definitely say try it out. Younger people, try it out. It's fun. It's definitely give you all the aspects.
We did it one time. It's the only time.
Yeah, it gives you all the aspects of what a roller coaster is supposed to be. It gives you everything: twists, turns, loops, and flips, and all that stuff. It just wasn't comfortable. That's what you say. It wasn't comfortable.
It wasn't definitely comfortable, especially with me. I have longer legs. I'm 6'1", y'all, so I have longer legs, long arms. So and then this gut, this dad bod that I gotta slim down as well. But for the most part, it was hurting my shins and legs because I was too tall. But yeah, that's the Big Apple, y'all.
Yeah, that's the Big Apple.
All right, y'all. So, last but not least, our overall experience and our, impression of the trip and what's next, right? So, for me, I had a really good time. It being my first Vegas trip, it was very memorable. We made great memories. She and I did, and we would definitely go back. But overall, I really enjoyed the food. I really enjoyed my stay. I really enjoyed the casinos. I'm not a big gambler, you guys, but I do like to occasionally do slots.
Yeah.
Slots is our things. We did, play at our hotel casino in Planet Hollywood. One thing that we didn't mention was that in Vegas, there's no regulation where they're preventing smoke from being inside of gambling. So there's only so much smoke we can take at a certain time. So we did it in moderations versus like going back to Ohio. Like there's certain casinos or even maybe in North Carolina as well too, where they didn't have so much smoke, or they had a designated area where you could smoke. I think that Vegas should rule, and this is just me personally, my own opinion, having just designated smoking areas so that everybody doesn't have to inhale all that smoke, and you can still play and get your time. But I know they want to make people feel comfortable. They want to, get money in, right? So they want to allow people to do that and not have to get up and go somewhere else. And then you get free liquor when you're playing there in Vegas.
That's what I'm about to mention. That
if you do drink,
free liquor if you're drinking and you're in Vegas. So all you have to do is just tip them. But yeah, I think that's only in Vegas, right? Anywhere else?
I don't know. We have to check some of the other ones, but yep. And then the different architecture structures of the hotels really impressed me, you guys. Like I didn't just how much thought and creativity those architects had put into that. I mean, I really every hotel was uniquely built for their own way, and it had its own appeal. We went to Cosmopolitan, we went to Bellagio, Palazzo, Mirage, Flamingo, Caesar's Palace. Well, like I said, we stayed at Planet Hollywood, and I probably missed something out there, but
I think you named them all.
New York, Excalibur, Circus.
Yeah.
But there was still more that we didn't get to journey, like that pyramid
each one was on their own theme, and they hit their theme on point. Whatever the name of the hotel were, their decorating was on point. Yeah.
What was your take on the overall trip?
I loved it. This was my second time. I was glad. I do want to come back. There's still always some more stuff that you need to see. I wasn't a fan of all the cigarette smoke. But then again, you see in certain hotels certain casinos, oh wow, there's not a lot of smoking, because some of the areas were designated smoking, and some of them were non-smoking, for playing at the casino and stuff like that. But other than that, Vegas I'm definitely glad I got to spend this time with him, to just bring him down here to Vegas, show him what Vegas life is like, try to show him a little bit, we still got, time to see more stuff. But the nightlife, everything was great. The food, the atmosphere. Yeah, so I had a great time in Vegas. It will definitely not be our last time, that's for sure.
Cool, right? And so, I definitely think there's still a lot to explore as well, you guys. There's stuff that, again, we didn't get to do the buffets. We didn't get to do real shows that they would typically have. So I'm looking forward to some of those additional real shows and some of the smaller ones that we didn't get an opportunity to see as well my next time around. But definitely it was a winner, you guys. Get 2 thumbs up. Yay. Yes. All right, y'all. So we are at the end of this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed our conversation about our recap of our Vegas trip. And hopefully you guys were able to watch some of the Vegas videos that we put out there for each day. So definitely a lot to experience. It was a great and exciting time frame for the both of us. Our very first time together in Vegas, and we will definitely go back. But I am Gerald.
I am Tasha.
And remember, we are 2 hearts as one. If you are new to this channel, thank you so much for watching the video to the very end. Thank you for being interested in getting to know Tasha and I and our family. And thank you for just giving us that opportunity to give us a thumbs up to this video, guys. And then make sure you like, share, and subscribe so that you don't miss out on any new videos that we post. We will talk to y'all soon. Thank you. Have a good one. Bye.